Hey guys, as some of you may know, I was recently on House Hunters with my hubby Kyle, and we had so much fun during the house hunting process, but there were definitely some challenges along the way and a lot of things we learned. It was both of our first time looking for a home, and I just wanted to get on here and share a few tips that I learned along the way. First up, before you even start looking for a home, come up with your budget. So you'll need to get approved for a loan by the bank, but that doesn't necessarily mean what you get approved for should be your budget. When coming up with a budget number, I think it's a good idea to think about what you want to pay every month for your mortgage. And when you come up with that number, keep in mind all other expenses. So for example, me and Kyle really wanted to do a lot of traveling this year, so we kept in mind that we wanted our mortgage to be lower than maybe it would have been, so that we would have extra money for travel. And we also thought about utilities and car payments and health bills and all those things combined when we came up with a number that we'd be comfortable paying for a mortgage every month. There's actually a lot of calculators online where you can put in what you're comfortable paying for a mortgage, and then it'll help you come up with a home budget. I'll actually link a couple of those in the description box. And now we can't forget about the down payment. You're likely gonna need a good chunk of change to hand to your lender right off the bat, so make sure you are budgeting and saving for that amount. So once you have your budget, you're ready to start looking at houses, and I recommend making a list of needs and wants. So needs are things that you absolutely can't live without. Say you have a kid and you just absolutely need a 3-bedroom so that you have a room for you, your child, and an office, or something like that. You just have to have it. You don't even want to look at houses that don't have that. A want is more something that it would be really nice to have, but you don't necessarily have to have it. Maybe that could be hardwood floors, or a nice big tub, or a walk-in closet. That was something I really wanted, but I probably could have compromised, I don't know. So I would definitely start with those lists of things and also communicate those things with your realtor. Maybe tell your realtor not to bring you to houses that don't have your needs, so you don't waste anybody's time. I would also say don't look at houses that are outside of your budget. They can make you unsatisfied with the houses that are in your budget, or you can end up spending a ton of money on this house that you can't even afford because you love it so much. Another tip I have is don't forget to look at homes online. Touring homes can be a somewhat exhausting process, especially if you are doing it all day, and a lot of times you can eliminate several homes by just looking at pictures online and decide that those ones aren't for you. On days when we were touring homes, I always brought a notebook with me, and after we toured the home and got back in the car, I would write down some notes about the house, things I liked, things I didn't like, because you see a lot of houses during the house hunting process, and it can be really hard to keep them organized in your head. And so if you have everything written down, you can go back and see what you liked and didn't like about the different houses. And you can even write down some things that you would want written into your contract. For example, for this house, I loved their pot rack in the kitchen, and our realtor wrote that into the contract and we got to keep it. And I had that in my notes that I really liked the pot rack. And my last tip is to just follow your gut. If you tour a house and the price is right, it has your needs, it has some of your wants, and it just seems like the right house, then I would say go ahead and make an offer, because there's nothing more disappointing than you not getting the house that you felt was perfect for you. And these things move quickly. You want to get the house that is right for you. Okay, that's all my tips. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to subscribe.